Hey guys, it is ToProForuGames, and today I'll be going over 7 things that only BO1 zombie players will truly understand, and these things aren't things like the ray gun was good in BO1. I think we all understand the ray gun used to be good. These 7 things are things only people who played zombies during BO1 will truly understand about COD zombies. So at the time of me recording this video right now, my previous zombies video has not gone live yet, so I cannot show comments from the previous video regarding the sound quiz because there have been no comments at the time I'm recording this. So I will give you guys the answer from our previous sound quiz, but I cannot show comments. So the correct answer was activating the Sentinel artifact. Congrats to those of you who got that one right. And besides that, let's go ahead and jump into today's sound quiz. Along with commenting when you think that sound is right there, also let me guys know, when did you start playing COD Zombies? Is it World at War, BO1, BO2, BO3, or maybe even BO4? Let me guys know in the comments below. Of course, if you're new here and you enjoy these zombies content, smash that sub button. If you are subbed, make sure you have notifications turned on. And besides that, let's go ahead and jump into the first thing that only people who played zombies during Black Ops 1 will truly understand. The first thing that really comes to mind when I think of some things that only people who played zombies during BO1 will really understand is the first wave of remastered maps, because nowadays in BO4, the idea of getting Mob and 5 remastered was incredibly exciting, but now that we have them and we're hearing rumors of possibly having Nuketown as our DLC too, I think people are kind of more split on the idea of remastered maps. But back in BO1, when we got the announcements and of course the eventual release of BO1, we had the 4 original World at War maps remastered. I remember for myself back then, I was incredibly hyped. If Treyarch was to remaster the original 4 World at War maps and put it into BO4, I'm sure there would be some hype, but really not that much. But during BO1, it was really special getting those maps back, and not only that, we had pretty much all of the World at War weapons remastered as well. So World at War remastered maps in BO1 was a very special time, and you'll only really understand how special it was if you played zombies during BO1. This next one is something that I mentioned in the video where I went over 10 things that BO4 zombie players will never understand, and that is crawlers. BO1 was the last game to feature crawlers because in BO2, if you made a crawler and stayed close to it, yeah, it wouldn't die. If you left, though, it would die, and that was always really annoying. And in BO1, it was so nice to leave a crawler and then just run off and do whatever you wanted for however long you wanted. That crawler would not die. It's crazy that here in BO4 zombies, leaving a zombie or leaving a crawler is something you just cannot do. Like, if you do leave a zombie, somebody has to train it. If you're playing solo, it's just annoying having a zombie run after you as you hit the box and do certain things, and getting crawlers by themselves in BO4 is very difficult to do. You need the ray gun, or I don't know what else, like equipment just kills them instantly. So it's crazy how things have changed, but back in BO1, we had the luxury of leaving a crawler and going and doing everything we wanted on that round. This next one is one of those things that you really had to have played zombies during Black Ops 1, because it's something that even if you go back and play now, you still won't understand, and that is the hype behind Easter egg songs. Here in BO4, honestly, I don't even know if there are Easter egg songs. In BO3, I never played Easter egg songs, In BO1 though, there was always so much excitement behind these Easter egg songs, and I would personally play them every single game. For those of you who are newer to zombies, this might sound really weird to you because why would you be hyped because of a song? But it was something that was really special, and some of these songs were really, really good, like 115 on Kino, or the Eminem song on 5, or the Call the Dead song. Like, there were some really, really good songs, and it was always super fun listening to these songs mid-game, and that's something that we just don't really do anymore in COD Zombies. This next one has to do with Easter eggs and Easter egg rewards, because Easter egg rewards have changed a lot over the last Treyarch game. For example, in BO3, on some maps, you finish the Easter egg, the game ends. On some maps, you get all the perks. In BO1 though, I think it was really special, these Easter egg rewards, because on a lot of the maps, like for example, Moon and Shangri-La, when you complete the Easter eggs, you get all the perks. Not only that, if you downed, you actually kept all the perks. You could never ever lose those perks unless the game ended. I don't know if this feature was in BO2. It honestly might have been, but I honestly don't remember. But I know in BO1, this was incredibly exciting, and there was a lot of incentive to go back and do these Easter eggs. In fact, there were a lot of strategies that involved doing Easter eggs in BO1 because getting those perks and having them permanent were incredibly powerful. This next one ties into BO4 perfectly, and one massive complaint I hear a ton about BO4 is how the weapons aren't great. Now, coming off a game like BO3 where the weapons were really, really powerful, like box guns were amazing, every single wonder weapon was incredibly overpowered. Here in BO4, the weapons don't have that same effect, but they're still really good. BO1 Zombies was a completely different story. Weapons in BO1 Zombies, there were a handful of guns that were good, and the rest of them were really, really bad. I know a lot of people absolutely love BO1 Zombies, but to this day, this is the one thing that I just really do not like about BO1. The weapons feel so incredibly underpowered, and when I think about people saying the weapons aren't good in BO4, I instantly think of BO1 and I compare them, and the weapons in BO4 feel a billion times better than they did in BO1. Sure, guns like the Galil and the Commando were super fun to use and really good, but the majority of the guns in that game were either really bad, did not have enough ammo, or just felt super, super underpowered. This next one, I want to focus on one map in BO1 Zombies, and that is Call the Dead, a map that I'm sure a lot of you love and would love to see here in BO4 Zombies. But when Call the Dead came out during BO1, the map definitely didn't have the same love it does now. There's one thing about this map that only people who played Zombies during BO1 will really understand, and that is the hate towards George Romero. Everybody absolutely hated this thing on Call of the Dead, and it's something that people don't really bring up anymore, and I think people would be really excited to have this map back. The map would come out, and you would all realize how strange it is to have one big zombie with a ton of health constantly roaming the map. It's something that we never really see in any other map, and to me, it just doesn't fit with zombies. So if Call of the Dead got remastered, I think it would have a similar fate to Shangri-La. Now, Shangri-La is a map that people hated during BO1. When it got remastered, people were excited. Then the map came out, and people realized, oh crap, it's still Shangri-La, the map's hard, and not that fun for everybody. Call of the Dead, although the map itself is a lot better than Shangri-La, this one feature used to drive people crazy, and I'm sure it still would. This last one is a very special one, and for those of you who played Zombies during BO1, you will know that the Zombies community, or just Zombies, or COD Zombies itself, really wasn't that big. BO1 was kind of in the middle, where it was still pretty small, but at the same time, it was definitely growing a lot more. BO2 was much bigger. BO1, it was, you know, in the middle. And the thing is, when you have a game mode that really isn't all that big, you don't have as many leaks. And back then, I remember very, 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 very few leaks. And the upside of this is going into DLCs, going into new maps completely blind, and let me tell you, that is one feeling that I really, really miss. Nowadays in BO4 Zombies, there are leaks everywhere. The new elixirs that just came out were leaked beforehand. The game mode that came out was also leaked beforehand. DLC 2 has been already leaked for such a long time. We know so much about the maps and the updates before they come out that it's just not as exciting as it once was. And even in BO2 and BO3, there were a ton of leaks, but BO1 was in that sweet spot, and it was so amazing going into a zombies map completely blind, not knowing anything about it, and playing it for the first time was a feeling that I'll never forget, and I'm sure for those of you who played back then will also never forget. So there it is, guys. Those were 7 things that only BO1 zombie players will truly understand. If you want me to do this for World at War or maybe BO2, possibly BO3, let me guys know in the comment section below. And besides that, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.